Sunday, December 29th, 2024. Welcome to All Horse Racing All the Time. I'm Alan, your host, bringing you horse racing today, some horse racing news and notes, and tracks to watch out for, tracks to watch for this Sunday, December 29th, 2024. A big day of horse racing yesterday. It's Saturday. We got that to talk about. White Obarrio returns. We'll get to that, but first, coffee. Excellent. Nice. Dunkin' Donuts Original Blend, the coffee of the go-getters in the morning, the ones that stop on their way to work to get Dunkin' Donuts, and just a good, smooth coffee, not overly strong. It just kind of it's there like a morning friend. Horse racing, what are we doing? Well, right now, this is pre-recorded. I've been at the handicapping here for a bit this morning. It's just after 6 a.m. on this Sunday morning, the last Sunday of 2024. Let's make it a good one. Happy Sunday, everybody. White Obarrio returns to the track, 10th race at Gulfstream Park. Okay, what happened? Well, he didn't win. What surprised me, and I think he finally went off. What did he go off? 2-5 or 3-5 or something? And he didn't go to the front. He was back. He was laid back. And he did get second. I don't think he's happy with that. It was a 7-furlong race, the G3. They brought him back in a sprint contest. And he was defeated. For the good news, for me, I guess that was good news as far as my Gulfstream selections goes, where I did some heavy-duty damage with some nice picks from races 7 through 10 on my selections. You could look at those selections out there. They're out there from yesterday. Every show that I do, live stream I do with racing selections for tracks across the United States, they're out there. The selections are there. You can see how I do on any given day at any of the tracks that I've covered. Anyway, we did some heavy-duty damage during the 7th through the 10th because the other selections I had every daily double from the 7th through the 10th race, including the White Obarrio race, where I had White Obarrio, but in my rolling exotics, as you know, that's my specialty. My rolling exotics, I had the winner that beat White Obarrio, and I had the exactor in that too. But we closed out, we had some big hits there from 7 through 10. So we had a pair of pick threes, and we also had 3 daily doubles, and the exactas in there too as well. So it was another big day at Gulfstream. But White Obarrio comes up a loser. I guess he's still pointing to the Pegasus World Cup at Gulfstream next month. We'll be covering that. I'm going to be having a special guest on for that show, a racing specialist, and many of you know him. And so we're looking forward to that Pegasus Cup day. So yesterday, good day, Gulfstream. Turfway, I did a show covering that, a brief show covering that earlier this morning. It's been a busy morning, but not too busy for me in that I usually get started every morning early to do my handicapping. Right now, I'm working on today's cards for these selection shows today. But last night, Turfway Park, briefly, I will say that we put the selections out there for Turfway Park, and we couldn't have closed the year off there any better. We connected. We had winners through the first 6 races, but that also included the pick 5. And I just want to give you some prices on those through the first 5 races and also the winner in the 6th. But I just want to give you a summary without going into, going over too much. I will give you a summary on that. Selections, these are through the first 5 races. Through the first 5 races, we had, with my selections, which I provide daily, that's my job. I handicap the races, these cards that I put selections out there for as a horse racing pro analyst. But my responsibility is to deliver the goods, protect my brand. So I'm doing these picks, these selections, with solid analysis, looking at each card and getting it ready to present to you first before scratches and then after scratches, well before the first post. I only have 2 hours per track, so it's my job. I'm not complaining. I enjoy it, being in the horse racing industry and doing this professionally. And I want to give you the best stuff possible every single day. And through those first 5 races at Turfway last night, we had the 3 exactas within our selections, which paid $86.52, $43.50, and $1,379 exacta. Now that was a great hit there. So we had 3 exactas, one over $1,300, and we had the 4 doubles within the daily doubles within those first 5 races given out here on this show. So let your horse racing friends know about this show, or at least pay attention when I'm putting these selections out there. Because I'm not a one-trick pony. I had big hits yesterday and every day at multiple tracks. So this is what I do. So this is par for the course. Par for the course like this. This was an outstanding job. I'm thrilled with the handicapping and the selections I put out there yesterday. But every day we do this, and we have a lot of good hits. Had too many to talk about, but you get the idea. The daily doubles, 4 doubles through the first 5, the big 5, 66.31, 120, 21, 177.40. Now this is for $1, right? And 122.15. And this is not by hitting the all button or something. I put 3 selections out there, top 3 selections for every race for the rolling exotics, and you can use them for exactas too. Now you can play these for 50 cents, say the pick 3s, what have you. So they're out there. But I give 3 selections for each race, and I'm getting this done like that. Once in a while, I'll give 4 if the race is very contentious and it looks like there's a lot of moving parts in the race. But we're doing it. We're not going 8 deep or something, or 5 deep in any of these races. I can't recall a race where I ever went 5 deep in selections. Even the ones with 4 deep are rare, but it's usually 3. So we got the 4 daily doubles there. 50-cent pick 3s during the first 5. Going to get past this and move on to the news. Past this, the pick 3s for 50 cents now, mind you. 1,122.93. 50-cent pick 3. 1,122.93. $328.40. And a $1,034.40 pick 3. So that's 3 gigantic pick 3s you could have for 50 cents with my selections. And then we also can hit the early pick 4, which was $15,534. 50-cent pick 4, $15,534. And with my selections, the 50-cent pick 5 payout yesterday, presented here on All Horse Racing All the Time, $136,560. $136,000 pick 5 given out here. If you want to see for yourself, look at yesterday's show. They're out there. It was out there well before post time, these selections. None of this giving the picks or the winners. Oh, I won this race after the race. So we had those selections. Big day at Turfway. And to make it even better, we followed that up with another daily double in the 6th race. It's not part of the big pick 5, but we had that, the winner through 6. And we had another $450 daily double and a $480 50-cent pick 3. So the winners were there. 7th race, we whiffed. We didn't have anything in the 7th. We had the winner in the 8th, the 9. And in the 10th race, our top selection, a 31-1 shot, was leading by a head, took the lead right before the finish line, and just got caught by a number 8, 16-1 shot. So we damn near had a $31 in the 9th race and another big daily double there. And as far as the exacta goes, I had that one with the 2 chalks who were blazing early speed, the 9 and the 10, and they were leading most of the way, and they canceled each other out. Probably should have added a 4th horse, or I figured if one or the other will get it done, if not both. But they just went too close head to head. So they finished out of it. And my 1 horse, geez, it still came in second and paid $23 to place and whatever, $10-14 to show. So we were really on last night at Turfway Park. But what about today? Today's a new day. Before we get right, before we jump right into today, I do want to talk about the holiday seasons. Santa was good this year in a horse racing way. And I just, a good friend of mine of over 50 years gave me this horse racing mug. I get a load out of this. It is a 50-year Belmont Stakes anniversary Stein. I don't know if you can read that. I don't know how the focus is. Anyway, 2005 to 1905 to 2005. So we got a beautiful Stein. I don't know if I drink coffee out of this. Maybe I will. Okay. But it has great horses from over the years on this Stein. And I'll give you the names of some of them. Of course, on this side, we have the Great Man of War on top. We have Secretariat right on the front with the label Belmont Park. With some of the others out there, the great names of horse racing. Forgo over here. You know what gets me about some of these horses? They all resemble each other somewhat. They kind of have an uncanny resemblance. Personal Ensign down here. Seattle Slew, another Triple Crown winner over here. Secretariat, of course, Seattle Slew, the great Seattle Slew. And on the back, we have some others. On the top, the greatest filly of all time, possibly, arguably. We got a lot of them now that really Rachel Alexandra could easily be in there, but she hadn't raced yet at this time of this mug. And Torpedo Anna, of course. A Ruffian here. Native Dancer over here on the bottom, Easy Goer. And of course, another Triple Crown winner ridden by the great Steve Coffin, affirmed. So what a beautiful mug, my friend John, friend of mine over 50 years. What a thoughtful, thank you very much, John. May the horse always be with you. Thanks, brother. And this is going to help. It's not so much horse racing, but I received from my webcam for my laptop, a new webcam. So this is going to help with the horse racing when sometimes I do on location shows or different shots, different videos or shows that I shoot from the laptop. I'm usually on the desktop like now. And this actually has a light that goes on to help for the clarity of the focus. And I haven't had a chance to set this up yet, but I will this week. So that's going to help with the video production. And this is something I got for myself. And I found, you're not going to believe this. It's a book that I've wanted to read, but it's been out of print for a while. And I came across it at a good price for $16 on Amazon and jumped on it. Yes, it's a horse racing book. And the name of the book is The Odds Must Be Crazy by Len Ragozin. Many of you are familiar with Len Ragozin. Some of you anyway. He is the creator of these sheets. The Ragozin sheets, which I am a huge fan of, and I've been using these sheets now, and they were instrumental when I got started in winning at the horses, getting familiar with form cycles. And he wrote a book, how he did it. The creator of the sheets, if you're a sheet user, this guy did it. It's over 300 pages, beating the races with the beating the races with the man who revolutionized handicapping and created the sheets, Len Ragozin. So I got this book. I got it for 16 something, and I look now, and if you want to see it, since it's out of print, the cheapest you can get it for now, if you can find it, is going. I'm seeing $58, $59 for this book, and if you can get it. So I jumped on this. I can't wait to read it. I've been a big fan of the sheets for years. And it's over 300 pages. He has horse racing stories about how his days as a player, and he became more involved as a handicapper and an analyst and presenting data, kind of like what I do here, more so than being a player. What I do on my shows at All Horse Racing all the time, and my selections especially. I'm an analyst, a pro analyst. What I do is present the data, present my selections to bring to all of you racing players out there, give you a strong base to work with, or say if you're interested to see what somebody, a winning player does. Who does Alan have for this day? So you get to see who my selections are. That's what I do, more so than being a player. My job is to bring you winners here for the brand here of All Horse Racing all the time, and as my job as an analyst in the horse racing industry. So that's what I do here. And on the book here, they have a bunch of great testimonials on the back. I can't wait to get started on that. Okay, so it's been a great week. And then last night, geez, I mean, had to Turfway Park, but today's a new day. Today is a new day, so back to the grind. We're out there handicapping. What's going on today? Tracks to watch for Sunday, December 29th, 2024. What's going on? What's Al up to right now? Well, we've already gotten through handicapping one card for today, working on a second for my selection live streams, which I'm going to have presenting live later. So, and then we have tracks. So what tracks are running today? Let's take a look at what is going on in racing today. So let's bring it up. I'll tell you some of the tracks I'm looking at and tracks that you can see here for today, and also a little bit for tomorrow, because we have the abbreviated week with New Year's Day, New Year's Eve on Thursday coming up. So can you believe it? 2024 is almost to a close here. So let's bring this up. What are we looking at today? Okay, well, the first couple of tracks I've been working on here so far, we have Aqueduct running and we have Gulfstream running. They're the two earlier tracks. We'll probably get a little bit of moisture on the track of both tracks, so we got to keep an eye on that. I'll get my selections out there for those this morning, and then we'll probably if the adjustments are required after scratches and changes, we'll present the finished product well before the first race. We'll take a look at Aqueduct. They get started. They're talking rain 54%, and they're giving us 9 races. They're only on the dirt at Aqueduct now, so we're going to have moisture on the track, no doubt about it. I wouldn't be surprised if the track is listed as muddy or sloppy for today, because it really hasn't stopped raining for a couple of days. So we got racing there. They got kicked off at 12:10 p.m. So that's one of our options for today. And the other track at Gulfstream, they're talking about maybe a little bit of rain there. 46%. So let's keep an eye on that. They get started early too at 12:20 p.m. We lit it up at Gulfstream yesterday, again, between those races 7 and 10. And today on this Sunday, they're bringing us, they started at 12:20 and they bring us 10 races. So at Gulfstream Park, challenging, very challenging track, because you got the 3 surfaces. You have the dirt. Now we have the synthetic, the Tapeta track, and also we have the turf track. So let's keep an eye on those turf races, which won't be too bad. Even if they got a lot of rain, the races that come off the turf at Gulfstream now can move over to the Tapeta surface, which handles the rain very, very well. And the Tapeta plays similar to turf, so you don't get 9 million scratches if the races go off the turf. at Gulfstream Park. And that's one of the beauties now of the new Belmont Park, which is going to be open, the renovated Belmont Park next year. When they come back, they have a new Tapeta track. They have Tapeta over at Belmont, and they're going to move over there to race there year round, except for when they're at Saratoga. No more Aqueduct. And what that does is it gives you a beautiful track, beautiful paddock area you can go right down to and look at the horses, spacious picnic areas, everything at Belmont Park. Now with the Tapeta track over there, you're not gonna get all those scratches that take place during the winter, and they'll have to racing on Tapeta. I believe they're planning on that over there, so you'll have turf racing even during the colder months. We'll see how that goes, or what their plan is exactly for that. So you're going to have bigger cards, better throughout the winter, whereas sometimes Aqueduct, the racing dries up in the winter. Hopefully it doesn't this year, where the fields get really small and there's no turf races. I don't anticipate that happening once Belmont opens, so watch out for that. But anyway, Gulfstream today, those are the early tracks. We also have some fairgrounds today. They offer some competitive racing. They've been getting a lot of rain, but it looks like calling for sun there today, 68 degrees. Give us 8 races over there. And, of course, they have turf schedule, and we'll have to see what happens. Oaklawn gives us a big track on today. Oaklawn, yesterday, they ended up canceling the card after one race. It was just the weather, just heavy rain. So we don't know what they're going to be doing over there. And they're calling for a 78% chance of rain today for 10 races. And they get started at 1:30. They, of course, they're like Turfway Park is of the dirt tracks. They have big fields, big payouts, a lot of long shots. We had a couple of days ago at Oaklawn Park where we gave out every single winner through the I got the pick 5 over there. 4 of my winning horses were cold in a row, and actually the last 6 winners, they don't have a pick 6 over at Oaklawn. But as far as my selections and handicapping, spot on at Oaklawn Park to have the winner 6 races in a row of my selections, the four winners in a row cold, and sandwiched in between my second choice winning, the 5th and the 10th races, I believe. Anyway, the 1st and the 6th of the 6 straight. So we had the pick 5, pick 4, every double, and pick 3 through those races. And so we got to keep an eye on that today. They're scheduled to get started at 1:30, 10 races over there. And of course, we have Santa Anita. They began their meet on early the day after Christmas. They come at 3:00 today, and they give us 9 races, and it's 1% chance of rain there. So Santa Anita looks like it's going to be a nice card over there. Anybody else going on? Tampa Bay, they are running at Tampa Bay Downs. For you Tampa Bay fans, they got their 8 races beginning at 12:44, and they're calling for some rain over there too. So that's what we're looking for today on Sunday. So I want to wish everybody the best of luck today. Have a great day playing the races. Enjoy the Sunday. Love the coffee. I just need another pop right now. So good luck with your horse racing if you're playing. If not, enjoy your Sunday. Either way, and remember, may the horse always be with you. Thanks for watching, everybody.